Happy Monday. Hi, everyone. Welcome to CBSN Minnesota Morning Update. I'm Jason DeRusha. Did you miss me? I missed you guys. I don't know. Ron, do you believe that? Was that credible? Ron says yes. Ron is lying. I had a nice MEA break, a little time away. I hope you did as well. If you have kids, maybe you hung out around here where the weather was pretty nice on Thursday and Friday. We went to Milwaukee and to Chicago, starting college visits. I know some of you remember watching video of my child when Seth was born 16 years ago. Now, as it turns out, time marches forward. And Seth is going to college, not next year, in 2 years, but we're starting the search junior year. All right, let's talk about the weather for today. It's going to be right on the money what you would expect this time of year. I will say, by being off a couple of days, I'm not sure how we went from an average high of 61 to an average high of 54, but alas, here we are. And today, the high is going to be right on the average. So look for that sunny, nice, quiet, pleasant day. Rain over the next two days? No, Wednesday, Thursday. So watch for that later this week. We'll keep you up to date on CBSN Minnesota, of course. Let's talk about this. Have you been watching Squid Game? My kids have. It's a Netflix hit, and it's going to be the hot costume this Halloween. So as part of the public service we provide, we are explaining why kids are going to show up at your door wearing green tracksuits and pink jumpsuits. It's because of Squid Game, and one factory owner in South Korea told Reuters that usually October they got nothing going, but because of Squid Game, they've received 6,000 orders in a 2-week period. So you'll see these tracksuits with the numbers on them. And it just got that's cute. That's pretty good. So it just got us thinking about Halloween costumes. Maybe you want to let us know what you're going to be this year or what your kids are going to be. Or maybe you can drop your favorite Halloween costume. If you have a picture, go ahead and throw it in the comments of the WCCO TV Facebook page, or share what your favorite Halloween costume was of all times. And we'll share some coming up. Have you heard about this bunny Ebola, a deadly disease threatening our rabbit population? The Animal Humane Society is working to prevent the spread of the virus. It actually held a vaccine clinic in St. Paul, the University Avenue Veterinary Center yesterday. The virus is called hemorrhagic disease virus 2, or RHDV2. And so 2 pet owners found this in their rabbits in Ramsey County, and both those rabbits died suddenly after being infected.
It, causes sudden death in bunnies. Sometimes you might see some signs beforehand, but it occurs quite quickly. And the vaccination is effective at protecting and to keep rabbits, safe and alive.
Yeah, experts say the virus spreads very easily. First diagnosed in 2018, continued to spread through the wild rabbit population, which, that's not great, but that's of probably lower concern as compared to those of you who might have pets. So be ready for that and maybe talk to your vet about getting a vaccine. Minnesota State Patrol is looking for more recruits. Just today, 34 new state troopers are reporting for service. They will start field training in their districts this week. They graduated, were sworn in for their training academy on Friday. It's the new class, 5 women, the 8th Hmong trooper, 2 pilots, 12 veterans, a world record holding barefoot skier. And look at this guy, 7'1", the tallest trooper ever. These men and women have been training since July at Camp Ripley. This morning we talked with State Patrol Lieutenant Gordon Shank about the need for even more troopers.
We are getting applicants, but we are not afraid to admit that recruitment is a challenge right now. And it's more evident than ever that we need troopers on the roadway. If you look at the fatal crashes right now, we're seeing numbers we haven't seen in years. So it's been very clear that we need troopers, and we are recruiting. We're out there in the community talking to Minnesotans, telling them, hey, we need you guys out here. You can see the fatal crashes on the news every day. We need you out here helping to make a difference. And that's what we're hitting home on, is that we need to work with the community to be out here and making sure that we're making an impact to change those driving behaviors and to make these roads safer.
So if you're interested in becoming a state trooper, Lieutenant Shank was telling us that one of the cool things about this class of troopers is that many of them had no law enforcement background whatsoever. So there was a theater, former theater major. And so you've got just you can come from all sorts of different backgrounds, and WCCO.com/links. Big day today when it comes to the mayoral election, because 1 week from tomorrow is Election Day. Lots of debate about what the future will be of Minnesota's largest city. 17 candidates on the ballot for Minneapolis mayor on November 2nd. And WCCO is hosting a live debate today, 1 o'clock this afternoon. You can't have 17 candidates in a debate, so there are 4 that will be taking part at this debate, 1 o'clock this afternoon, right here on CBSN Minnesota, streaming at WCCO.com. So it'll be Jacob Fry, Kate Knuth, Sheila Nazad are the 3 you're seeing video of there. So a total of 4 candidates in this debate today. CBSN Minnesota, where all of that will happen at 1 o'clock. Caroline Cummings, Reg Chapman, and Esme Murphy will be moderating that debate. Kellogg's being sued for not putting enough strawberry in its strawberry Pop-Tarts. Illinois woman filed a class action lawsuit. She says if you really look at what the filling is made up of, it's mostly pears, apples, and red food coloring. It's called a strawberry Pop-Tart. The Illinois woman saying, "Where are my strawberries?" Yeah, $5 million seems like appropriate, right? Yeah, I mean, for pain and suffering, probably. This actually, Jamie Yukas, who used to work here at the Big Four, had an apple allergy. And so she had to very carefully read ingredients, because when you would see some cereal with dried strawberries or whatever, a lot of times it was apple with food coloring. You know why? Apples are cheaper. There's a lot more apples out there, so they also are a little more shelf stable, I think, when they get dried. So anyway, lots of reasons for it, but pretty interesting to see how this lawsuit moves along. YMCA helping kids get active at a time when actually fewer kids are taking part in youth sports. And to help make moving fun, they did something called a Terminator Race at Highland Lake. Look at that. I love how this finishes, right? In a pile of leaves. Kids were tethered to climbing walls, and they did the ropes course, all of that. But no surprise. Ask a kid what their favorite was.
We kind of like going to the end and having some fun.
We all care about healthy communities, healthy kids, healthy families, and believe that nature and moving your body through nature in creative, fun ways is an instrument of healing, both mentally, physically, spiritually. And so we're committed to put on experiences that help promote those things.
Yesterday's race organized by the Y in Children's Minnesota. This is part of a series of events they do seasonally to show kids how to have fun and enjoy the outdoors all 12 months of the year. The actor who played Gunther on Friends has died after a 3-year battle with prostate cancer. James Michael Tyler, sometimes described as the 7th friend. His character Gunther was the barista at Central Perk. Of course, that was the Friends coffee house, home away from home. Gunther, 59. Gunther is the character. James Michael Tyler was 59. He was diagnosed with prostate cancer 3 years ago in 2018. Rolling Stones were live in concert in downtown Minneapolis last night. I've heard from some of you this morning who are maybe feeling it since the show went past midnight. But here's a sample of what a lot of lucky people got to hear. One of the opening songs there, Street Fighting Man, band sharing that video from inside U.S. Bank Stadium. The reviews have been pretty good of this show. These guys are in their 70s. Look at Mick. My gosh. Amazing. Not quite a sellout. It's 60,000 seats, but pretty close for Mick Jagger, Keith Richards, the Stones. We did catch up with a couple of fans after the show.
It was absolutely amazing. We drove in from Milwaukee, and these guys have so much energy for their age. Played an amazing set list. Loved every bit of it. Just amazing. Can't believe they're still rocking that at that age.
they're still doing good.
Mick's more athletic than I am, so he's doing good.
78, that's pretty good.
It was like one big dance party. It was great. I'd love to see him again. I seen him in 1981, and it was just like it was 1981 again. So they were perfect.
Yeah. And so we're waiting for photo confirmation of this. Not that I'm skeptical, but you know. Chris Riemenschneider from the Star Tribune, great music writer there, quoting Mick Jagger on stage saying he had 2 Juicy Lucy's here, one at Matt's Bar, one at the 5A Club. Washed it down with a grain belt, a Fulton, and a Surly. Finished off at Grumpy's Bar. So if anybody has photos, we want to see these. Pretty great lineup, right? If you're a rock star coming to the Twin Cities, I don't know, you could get a little more, you know, cryptic, I guess, or esoteric. But that's like a great, you're here for a weekend, that's a great ride, right? Grumpy's is awesome in Northeast, a favorite of musicians for sure. And hitting the 2 Juicy Lucy spots as to not irritate people who may have one or the other as the favorite. He also, at the beginning, said, hello, Twin Cities. Hi there, you Sotans, which is something that, you know, no one calls us. But if you're Mick Jagger, you can call us whatever you want. All right, Duran Duran is back. Why, you might ask? I don't know. The song sounds like every one of their songs from the 80s, but we're in a nostalgia age, so what the heck. The new video is called Anniversary. Features actors and lookalikes playing celebrities and younger versions of the band members. Songs on their new album, Future Past, now in stores. Cool moment from the sidelines of last night's Buccaneers game. This young fan holding a sign. Hi, during the game it says, Tom Brady helped me beat brain cancer. And Tom Brady did go over to greet him with the clock winding down, gave him a hat, shook his hand. Boy, overcome with emotion as well. What a special moment for that young man. Yeah, right? Yeah, I mean, this is your hero, and you got his hat. Just pretty great. Tom Brady talked about this in the post-game news conference.
That was really sweet. Yeah, obviously tough kid, man. Puts a lot in perspective of what we're on the field. In the end, it doesn't mean much compared to what so many people go through.
Yeah. Great moment there from Tom Brady. He threw 4 touchdowns in the game as well. So becoming the first quarterback in NFL history to toss 600 touchdowns. So pretty good, Tom Brady. I want to show you this. The defender of Richfield out keeping the streets safe. Yep, here he is. One of our photographers caught this moment over the weekend. Batman and Robin cruising the suburbs, keeping the mean streets safe from the likes of the Penguin and the other bad guys. Pretty good. Also, take a look at this video to give you a smile on this Monday morning. Biggest Halloween costume contest for dogs in the world is the Tompkins Square Halloween Dog Parade in New York. You got your porcupine. You got your, is that Lady Gaga maybe? That's a dinosaur and the Pope. Pretty good. Started more than 3 decades ago. They've been doing this. It was a fundraiser for a dog run in Tompkins Square. All right, let's talk about Halloween costumes, looking at some of those. What are some of your favorite Halloween costumes of all time? Todd Platt's Jedi costume. Oh, yeah. That's handy. Gone with Todd to Star Wars Celebration since 2002. Very good for May the 4th. Thanks, Todd. Here's another comment from Becca. Avocado costume. Just keep wearing it. Yep. Son has to wear whatever we have that fits because he wouldn't tell me what he wants to be. I remember one year my kid, Sam, wanted to be a box. I'm like, what? A box. All right. So I poked some holes in a giant cardboard box, and there he was. Annette, when I was little, I was Raggedy Ann, curly orange wig, made of yarn. So cute. Thanks, Annette. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out with us on the morning update from CBSN Minnesota. Don't forget that mayoral debate at 1 o'clock right here, streaming online. You can get CBSN Minnesota at WCCO.com or through the CBS News app. Just go to live and click on CBSN Minnesota, 1 o'clock. We'll see you later. Have a good day.